teeth.
At 6 o'clock, a second day of misery for passengers at Heathrow's Terminal 5. Dozens more flights are cancelled. British Airways admits it got things wrong.
It definitely was not our finest hour. You know, we disappointed a lot of people. I apologise to anybody who was disrupted as a result.
Some planes are still leaving with baggage missing, as our reporters discovered.
So really disappointing end to the flight. I thought it wasn't going too badly actually, but here it is. I've got this is the ticket from my missing luggage, so hopefully that will get back to me.
Also on tonight's programme, anger as a convicted terrorist is released early because of prison overcrowding. The value of your home takes another tumble, but mortgage rates continue to rise. The baby passed through barbed wire, desperate measures to flee Zimbabwe on the eve of elections there. And the little girl who suffered a hammer attack that almost killed her, now Josie Russell celebrates her 21st birthday.
Coming up later on BBC London, the road to nowhere. Can struggling Fulham finally shrug off their travel sickness against Derby? Plus, will the capital's taste for sushi make it a victim of its own success? Join us at 6:30.
The gloom over the housing market doesn't appear to be lifting. The average value of a home has dropped for the 5th month in a row, and fewer people are getting good deals if they're buying a house or changing their mortgage, because lenders are hiking their rates or demanding bigger deposits. Richard Scott has joined us with more details. Richard.
Well, Sian, we all know that the housing market is going through a big slowdown, and now price falls are accelerating. Nationwide says prices fell by 0.6% in March. That's the 5th month in a row that prices have fallen. It means the average house price over the last year as a whole has gone up by just 1.1%. That's the lowest for 12 years. The Building Society says across the UK buyers are now much less positive, which is just what one homeowner in Birmingham is finding out. Ravenhurst Road in Harborne has seen prices rise strongly over the last few years, but number 21 has been on the market since September. It was originally priced at £360,000, but that's been cut twice, and now it's for sale at £320,000, £40,000 lower.
I think many people who've perhaps been on the market for the most of the autumn have kind of woken up very late that prices have in actual fact fallen. And also forgotten the fact that applicants now in the market are looking at much more than perhaps they were 6 or 9 months ago.
One reason for sellers' difficulty is that buyers are now more cautious and don't feel they have to go through with a deal at any price. It's also getting hard for buyers to raise funds. Today, the UK's second biggest lender, Nationwide, put up the cost of new mortgages. Its fixed-rate deals are going up by 0.2%, whilst trackers are going up by more than 0.5%. That could mean a big shock. Someone coming to the end of a 2-year tracker mortgage might now be paying 5.14%. or nearly £600 a month on a £100,000 loan. With that mortgage running out, the same deal now would be at 6.6%, or £681 a month, nearly £90 a month more. And lenders aren't worried about offering the best deals anymore because they simply can't cope with demand.
Competition in the mortgage market until last summer used to mean trying to come up with an attractive rate to get as much business as you could. Now, competition means leapfrogging each other to try and make sure your rates are sufficiently uncompetitive to avoid getting more business than you can cope with.
And a lot of people could be facing these sort of problems, with well over 1 million people having to remortgage over the coming year. Sian.
Richard, thanks very much. Richard Scott.